Cash, get an extra 5% off or 12 months no interest with approved credit. It's March Madness! This Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Take advantage of our insanity at Spiller's Appliance and Furniture in Minden.
It's time to put on your marching shoes and join the March of Dimes March for Babies. Join us for the event April 27th in Monroe or May 4th in Ruston. We invite you to form a team and participate in this important fundraiser. The monies you raise will support life-saving research, services, education, and advocacy that helps babies get a healthy start. So put on your marching shoes and get ready because the March for Babies is on its way. For details, call 387-3650 or visit marchforbabies.org.
Come on, y'all.
The most country.
The most music.
The most fun. The most winners.
Oh, my God!
On Big Z Country, Z107.5.
My dog up on the roof. And good God, why's my car out in the pool? All I remember was a phone call. Now the party's on. Somebody knocking at my door. I don't know what the hell went on around here last night, but now I'm picking up beer cans. What a mess. Oh man, who's that passed out in the yard? All that's left in the fire pit's one of my lawn chairs and a piece of siding on my barn. Somebody doing donuts must have hit the mailbox, cause it's laying out there in the road. There's a flood in the bathroom, a hog in the kitchen, a dude on my couch with a bloody nose. I don't know what the hell went on around here last night, but we must have had a good time. My bed, not in my room. Hey, good God, how did my face get black and blue? All I remember was a bring it on, a pour strong, and all the girls getting down. But now I'm picking up beer cans, what a mess. Oh man, who's that passed out in the yard? All that's left in the fire pit's one of my lawn chairs and a piece of siding on my barn. I guess we use the tabletop for a game of beer pong and the back porch for a dance floor. Somebody took the shower rod, turned it to a strip. Oh man, there's a hole punched through my door. I don't know what the hell went on around here last night, but we must have had a good time. We must have had a good time. Yeah, I sure could use a cold one right about now, cause I'm picking up beer cans. Oh man, somebody's passed out in the yard. All that's left in the fire pit is one of my lawn chairs and a piece of siding off my barn. Somebody doing donuts must have hit the mailbox, cause it's laying out there in the road. There's a flood in the bathroom, a hog in the kitchen, a dude on my couch with a bloody nose. I guess we use the tabletop for a game of beer pong and the back porch for a dance floor. Somebody took the shower rod, turned it to a strip. Oh man, there's a hole punched through my door. I don't know what the hell went on around here last night. I don't know what the hell went on around here last night, but we must have had a good time. Yeah, we must have had a good time. Yeah, we sure had a good time. Yeah, we always have a good time.
Well, it's about that time on Z107.5 for Southern Outdoors on your radio dial. It ain't just hunting, it's a way of life, from them Louisiana swamps to them skyscraping pines. Talking about bass, bucks, ducks, squirrels, turkeys, and hogs, Gulf Coast fishing and gigging bullfrogs. We talk about it all. It's about that time for Southern Outdoors. It's a way of life for them backwoods country folks. From the deer stand to the duck blind, here in Sportsman's Paradise. It's Southern Outdoors on Z1075.
Here's the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show with your hosts, Brandy Watson and Todd Causey.
And welcome to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. And if y'all could have seen me on camera, I am singing the famous Southern Outdoors song by Cody Cook. I love that song more and more every time I hear it. He did an amazing job on that song.
He most definitely did. And I'm Todd Causey. I'm the birthday boy today.
Yeah, happy birthday to Todd.
Want to get that out there before she starts ragging on me about it.
Dang it, I missed my opportunity.
But yeah, Cody Cook wrote our theme song for our show, and I'm like her. When it comes on, we both in here just a cutting up singing. It's a good song. We appreciate his effort on it.
Yeah, and his talent. Cody Cook is amazing. Does an amazing job. If he's anywhere near, you definitely need to go see him. You need to pick up them CDs. You need to listen to him. You're going to love him. And Cody Cook is actually going to be around the Natchitoches area at a very important event coming up. April, the 9th through the 12th, 2014, and he will be playing Saturday at 2 p.m. at the fairgrounds in Natchitoches for, hold it. What do we always talk about? Todd?
Hog hunting.
Hogs. There's actually going to be Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors second annual Wild Hog Roundup, and he will be playing there that Saturday. That is April the, what is that again? I think it's April the 12th at 2 p.m.
That's exactly right. That's what we're hearing. I'm excited about it. Especially excited to get to go down there and see Cody sing again. Been a little bit since we actually got to watch him on stage and hang out with him, but it's gonna be a good time down there hanging out with Cody Cook.
Yep, always a good time when Cody and the crew's around. And not only that, like I said on the Facebook page, we're going to get hog wild in here tonight. Because, like I said, deer season may be over. Squirrel season may be over. Rabbit season may be over. Quail season may be over. But hog season is just beginning, and it's getting kicked off good. And let me tell you, there are some people bringing in some big hogs. We have Uncle Earl's coming up March the 19th through the 23rd, and then again in April, we have the Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors second annual Wild Boar Roundup in Natchitoches. So I'm telling you, it's time to get hog wild and go catch some hogs.
A lot of hogging events going on with the Baying at Uncle Earl's and the Louisiana Swiner's Hog Roundup. Going to be a lot of hogs taking off some properties, and we've talked about on the show many times, and all of us out there understand hogs can be a nuisance. Although we love hunting them, love chasing them through the piney woods, they can be a nuisance, and looks like they're going to get a bunch of them taken off property all around for the Louisiana Swiner's hog hunt.
Yeah, and like I said, we're looking forward to that, looking forward to out there catching some hogs, and you hear people sometimes say, oh, hogs aren't that bad. Give it a moment. They're coming to a neighborhood near you. If you don't have them today, open your back door, your front door tomorrow. Because trust me, you're going to have them.
That's right. They multiply at a rapid rate. And if you don't have hog problems today, give it a little bit. coming to, like she said, coming to a theater
Neighborhood
near
near
you.
you,
They'll be
right.
there soon.
And hey, it wouldn't surprise me, with the way they're running rampant now, you might actually see them in a theater parking lot here and there. You never know. I was actually speaking with someone today, and I said, you hear these people, say, oh, don't hurt the little pigs. Well, hey, you know what? We're not talking about Babe. We're not talking about this little domestic, cute little pig. We're talking about wild hogs. And I made the comment, they're destroying agricultural land. They're destroying farms. They're destroying people's backyards. And you have some of these people in these suburbs say, oh, well, we don't want to go out there and kill them and hurt them. Well, when they tear up your flower bed or you hit one with your vehicle, that's going to happen. And lo and behold, on the way to the show tonight, there's a big hog on the side of the road that somebody had done hit with their vehicle. They're out there and they need to be taken. And trust me, all of us hog hunters could be out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, catching hogs. And I'm telling you, it just wouldn't be enough.
That's exactly right. Like I said, they populate in such a fast rate, and you're not going to get rid of them. All you can hope to do is control them, maybe keep them pushed off of the property that you want to keep them off of.
You're listening to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you through hog hunting, hog baying, Uncle Earl's, the Louisiana Swineers Outdoors that's coming up in April. We're also going to talk about a little fishing and a little turkey hunting when we come back from your Nomies Tech Tip.
Here's another Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Tech Tip, brought to you by Nomies Pawn and Gun in Jonesboro.
Come to the biggest little store around, Nomies Pawn and Gun in Jonesboro, Louisiana. Diamonds, jewelry, guns, big screen TVs, tools, and a whole lot more. Purchase a scope, Nomies will mount it free of charge. Free bore sighting. 0% down and no interest on 12 months, same as cash. Nomies has been in business for 30 years. Nomies Pawn and Guns, where you get everything from diamonds to double barrels. 418 Allen Avenue in Jonesboro, Louisiana. Today on Southern Outdoors Tech Tip, we're going to give you some basic crappie fishing tips. Hope this helps you out. Tip 1. Use the right fishing knot. If you're fishing for crappie with a jig, you should use a loop knot. This type fishing knot will allow the jig to move more freely when casting. In addition, it provides crappie with a subdual movement that is very enticing when done vertically to the fish. Tip 2. The best live bait setup. One of the best setups for crappie is to use a number 6 hook, a small split shot, a live minnow, and a slip bobber. The slip bobber will allow you to adjust for any depth while not sacrificing casting ability. Hook the minnow either through both lips or just behind the top dorsal fin. Tip 3. Fishing the right depth. Crappie can usually be found between 3 to 6 feet of water. During the peak of summer, crappie will move to deeper areas and come out of the surface during dawn and dusk to feed. Tip 4. Keep the line tight. Crappie are known to have a soft lip. This means that they can tear easily and shake your hook if the line isn't kept tight. Luckily, crappie will put up a decent fight, so keeping your line tight shouldn't be difficult. Tip 5. Don't be in a hurry. Crappie will give you more action if you are slow and steady with your jig and or minnow. Try to avoid retrieving your cast too quickly. If you're not getting any action and you know crappie are in the area, try slowing down. Tip 6. Use a topographical map. Since depth is important when trying to fish for crappie, you want to make sure to use a topographical map of the body of water you're fishing. A map will at least contain depths and in some instances sunken structures like fish beds. You don't need to pay for these. There are tons of free ones available on the internet. And this has been your Southern Outdoors Tech Tip.
Let's get back to more on the outdoors way of life with the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5.
Not saying all the time, but from time to time. So you have to, realize that, hey, I had a good teacher, so I'm pretty good at bass fishing. There has been a time that I've just sat back and not really, broke out all my bass fishing skills because I don't want to show the guys up all the time. But hey, I'm not bad.
She's been a little modest. She does pretty good. She's actually beat me a few times. I'm not an expert bass fisherman, but I'm pretty good myself. But anytime me and her's fish together, I can't never seem to get over that hump and catch more than she does. She always beats me when it comes to bass fishing.
And it's like we always encourage people to take a child fishing, and I attribute my bass fishing skills and my fishing skill to actually having a rod and reel in my hand when I was 4 years old, and have done it since then. I actually moved away for a while, decided I want to become a city girl. That didn't work out so well because country roots came back out, and now I'm back to fishing and hunting and all that. So, but hey, take a kid fishing, get them in the boat. It's that time of year. Make sure you get your boat all cleaned up, looking pretty. Like we said last week, we were talking about boat safety. Make sure there's no hooks in the bottom of the boat and different things. Grab your kid, take them out fishing, spend some quality time with them, and let them catch them bass or them crappie.
Yeah, them kids, I know when I used to carry my son fishing when he was younger, oh man, how much they enjoyed it, and so did I, just getting to spend that time out there on the water fishing with him. It's memories that you'll never forget.
No, it's not. And actually, talking about bass fishing, Caleb's actually pretty good. Caleb can actually beat Todd too.
Okay.
Fishing, that is.
All right. What she's trying to say is I'm not a very good fisherman, and anybody can beat me. Okay. So.
No, I'm just now Caleb is a good fisherman. We have to give him that. Give him credit where credit's due now, because he is pretty good. So, but we talked about a little bit about fishing. It was actually starting to warm up. Some good, nice bass were being caught. The crappie fishing was doing a little better, and then Mother Nature had to go into one of her mood swings again. It's 75 degrees Sunday, and then you open the door Monday, and it's snowing. It's like, seriously? I mean, I don't know. She just needs a hormone shot. That's all I can come up with. I don't know what her problem is. Yeah, it's crazy.
We've had some really drastic weather, in a week's time. Of course, that's Louisiana weather. If you don't like it, hang around 5 minutes because it's going to change. But we've been needing a good cold winter for many years now, because it's been quite a while, and we got what we asked for. We've had a good winter, couple snowstorms, couple ice storms, so. Everything's back in line, I guess.
I guess if that's what you want to call it. And talking about lines, why don't you drop some lines fishing? This is your Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors show, and we're going to take you to your Good Things Fishing Report, and we'll be back after this.
Hickson is celebrating March Madness. Hickson has a huge selection of certified and pre-owned BMWs, Fords, cars, trucks, and SUVs of all makes and models. We have great prices, great selection, and multiple finance options. Bring in your tax refund and get the one you want today. Come see us at 1201 Louisville Avenue. Hickson has it.
If you're looking for great prices, great selection, and great service after the sale, come see us at Hickson Ford.
Hickson has it.
On the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoor Show, it's time now for the Fishing Report, brought to you by Good Things in West Monroe.
Good Things of West Monroe has that one-of-a-kind gift. Whether you're looking for rustic hunting or western decor, purses, dresses, or contour tees, ready for Mardi Gras? Good Things has boas, masks, and beads. They can even special order that hard-to-find item. Good Things, 3001 Cypress Street, West Monroe, or on Facebook at Good Things Gifts.
Welcome to Southern Outdoors Fishing Report. On Caney Lake, bass are being caught at the old Ebenezer Road bed and are hitting plastic worms. Crappie are being caught up in the coves and are hitting shiners well. On Lake Claiborne, the crappie are doing well out from the dam on shiners and jigs. On Lake Darbone, the crappie are doing well here as well in the channels, fishing on shiners and jigs near the bottoms. Bass fishing should begin improving as spring approaches and the water warms. On Ouachita River, crappie fishing has been well, fishing shiners in the deep holes. Bass is starting to pick up, fishing on worms. And this has been your Southern Outdoors Fishing Report.
Now, back to the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to your crazy crew here at Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. Don't forget, you can listen to us anywhere in the world. Download the Red Peach Radio app on your Android or iPhone, or go to www.z1075fm.com. Just got a message from some of our listeners in Oregon. We want to say hey to Jason and Alexis Nugent. They're in Oregon listening right now. Like I said, anywhere. Canada to Costa Rica, you can listen to us anywhere. You know, and talking about the fishing, send us your pictures. Send us your fishing pictures to Southern Outdoors Radio. Send them to us in a message, or you can post them on our Southern Outdoors Radio Facebook page, or message them to us at southernoutdoorsradio@yahoo.com. Hog pictures, fishing pictures. Got turkey season right around the corner. And talking about fishing, there has been another Louisiana state record broken.
Really? Tell us about that.
Lawson Boyett, a 12-year-old from Oak Grove, was fishing with his family on the Mississippi River when he caught a catfish that weighed 114 pounds, and that is the breaking Louisiana record.
Wow, what type of catfish was it? It was a blue cat, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Yeah, it's a blue cat. That is a big catfish.
Big. I mean, can you imagine being 12 years old, catching a 114-pound catfish?
The catfish weighed more than he did, I'm sure.
Well, probably twice as much as he did. I mean, you know, that show River Monsters. Well, he actually really did catch a river monster.
he did that. I know as when I was smaller and doing a lot of catfishing, my great uncle's pond, we caught one out of there that was 30-something pounds out of a pond, and I would have thought that they don't get any bigger than that, you know. But there's some big catfish in the Mississippi River, and there's one less today because he pulled it out.
I know, and I would have loved to see a video. You know, I've seen the pictures, but I would have loved to see a video of his face. I would love to see the video of his parents' face, you know. Watch out, the host of River Monsters, because you got a new host coming. This little boy, I mean, state Louisiana record, 114-pound catfish. You go, little man.
Yeah, big fish. Excited for him. I you know, like you said, can't imagine the expression on his face and the excitement that he had when he actually finally got that fish landed. And I imagine it took him a little while, but another state record broke.
Yep, another state record broke, and that gives somebody else the opportunity to top this one. Maybe quite a few years, but hey, you never know.
That's right. But back to the hog hunting. Also got Uncle Earl's coming up very soon.
Yep, and the countdown has begun. Uncle Earl's is in 3 weeks. Did you hear me? Are you listening? Uncle Earl's 19th annual Memorial Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials, the world's largest hog baying, is March 19th through the 23rd in Winfield, Louisiana. So, and for all of us, you know, we've been at Uncle Earl's 3 years, Southern Outdoors and well, actually, I've been there 19 years, but Z107.5 and Southern Outdoors has been there 3 years covering the event, and we will be there again this year.
That's exactly right. And last year, we actually did the Southern Outdoors show live from Uncle Earl's. Don't know that we're going to get the opportunity to do that again this year, but we did last year, and it was a fun-filled event. Cody Cook also played on Thursday night. They had a concert there on the fairgrounds, you know, for all the contestants and the visitors that was there, and that was a blast. We had a great time with that. They had a campfire cookout last year, and the Southern Outdoors team entered the campfire cook-off, and this was food had to be strictly cooking over the campfire or on a grill. Mm-hmm. And we entered that. Actually, I did all the cooking on that part, but we didn't actually win anything. Got honorable mention for the cabbage, and I know we've talked about that before on the show.
I think he's a little hung up on his cabbage. What y'all think?
Hey, I'm proud of my cabbage, okay? And I'm actually going to put the cabbage recipe on the recipe of the week one day. The other day, me and Brandy was talking about it, and I said, we talk about my cabbage so much, let's go ahead and put it on the recipe of the week. So we're going to add that to the recipe of the week. So if you stay tuned, you'll get to hear my famous grilled cabbage recipe, and you can cook it right at home for yourself.
And we want to give a shout out to Cody Cook because I just got a text message from him. He is actually listening from Gar's Mill. So, we're at the radio station. He's always in Gar's Mill where we live. And then when we're home, I don't think he's ever there. So we need to like get together and cook some more and, eat some good food and hang out and maybe have a bonfire one night.
Yeah, because Cody was actually one of the judges for the campfire cookout, and he was telling me how much he enjoyed the cabbage. So maybe one day he'll be in Gar's Mill when we're not up here doing the radio show, and we can get together and put some cabbage on the grill.
Sounds like a plan. But talking about the 19th annual Memorial Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials, this is the world's largest hog ban. And I said it last week, the annual Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials are usually held the third weekend of March. The heritage of wild hog hunting and free-range hog farming is a tradition celebrated by many in Louisiana, as well as anywhere you find feral hogs. Some families in the Wynn Parish have been hunting and raising hogs on the same land for generations. Me and my family being one of those people. A native of Wynn Parish, Earl Kemp Long, was an avid hog hunter and governor of Louisiana and has kept Winfield's legacy alive. The Wynn Parish Hog Hunters Association hosted the first Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trial in 1995 to celebrate what would have been Earl Long's 100th birthday, and it's now considered the world's largest. It has been considered the Super Bowl of hog baying, and they call it the granddaddy of them all, and it truly, truly is. We have people from all over the world. We had people there from France last year, Germany, Australia, all over the world come to this event. I don't care what you think you have planned March the 19th through the 23rd. Stop what you're doing. Get your rear end to Winfield, Louisiana, to Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trials. That's where you want to be. You're going to love it. They have hog bands, and we're talking the best of the best. And like I've always said, you always see people with dogs, and somebody goes, that's just a dog. A dog is not just a dog. A dog is trained for a specific reason. People put time and effort into training these dogs to make them stop that hog and contain that hog. It is a sport. It is a heritage. It is the reason. There's a reason behind this.
Yeah. She's exactly right. She was talking about back in the days when there was free range of hogs. That is how farmers actually recovered their hogs from the woods. They used their dogs. They went out in the woods and recovered their marked hogs. And how hog baying came about in a competition style, these ranchers or farmers, if you will, would get together and argue over who had the best hog dogs and who had the best hog dogs. So they started forming a little competition of hog baying inside a pen or in a woods pen or whatever, and that's how hog baying as a competition actually came about. Yeah, and
the people, and I say the people, everyone that's out there, I haven't been one at one time. My dad having been an avid hog hunter and training dogs and, doing this. It takes a lot of time and effort to get the best of the best. You judge the dogs, but the time and the effort that a person puts in to train these dogs, they're the winners too. Because it's a lot of care, a lot of effort, a lot of time, and these are not just dogs to us. These are our babies. Literally, they are our babies. But you're listening to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to break, and we'll be back after this.
Welcome to Hickson Ford in Monroe. The switch is on the Ford, and here are some satisfied Hickson customers to tell you why.
This is my 5th truck I bought from Hickson. They always seem to give me the best deal.
Yeah, I've been a Hickson customer for a while, so when it's time to purchase a new car, I knew exactly where to go.
If you're looking for the best deal in town and you want to buy a Ford truck, you need to come see Hickson. They have it.
Hickson has it.
If you're looking for great prices, great selection, and great service after the sale, come see us at Hickson Ford.
Hickson has it.
Nichols is Louisiana's hunting and fishing headquarters with a wide selection of scopes, guns, feeders, deer attractants, climbers, blinds, and more. You can find Nichols in the Shoppers Village off Highway 167 in Winfield, and they're open Monday through Saturday from 8 to 6 and Sunday from noon to 5.
Let's get back to more on the outdoors way of life with the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5.
And you're back with your crazy Southern Outdoors crew. We want to thank some of our listeners in Florida. We just got another text in from Florida. And the listener that's down there, Miss Francesca, was talking about how great Todd's cabbage was last year. She was actually there and had some of Todd's cabbage and said it was wonderful. So like I said, y'all don't know what y'all are missing out. You better come to Uncle Earl's. There's the competition. There's vendors. There's food. Southern Outdoors and Z107.5 is going to be there. I mean, come on. Where else do you want to be? March the 19th through the 23rd. Tell your boss I'm not coming to work. I'm taking off. Tell him, say, oh, just call Southern Outdoors. They said we had to be there. Bring him with you. Say, we're not coming to work. We're actually going to Uncle Earl's. You know, we will also want to thank some of our fine sponsors. We want to thank Hickson Autoplex over on Louisville Avenue, Nomi's Pond and Gun, and Z's Secret Sausage Sauce. Talking about all the good food at Uncle Earl's, Z's Secret Sausage Sauce has some amazing sauce, and it goes good on sausage, it goes good on pork chops, it goes good on anything.
It's basically just it's a sausage sauce, but any grilled meat you cook on the grill is great for dipping, great for smothering. It is a great sauce, really good.
And you can also pick that up in your local grocery store, or you can go to CastleValleySauces.com and order you a bottle offline. And talking about Uncle Earl's, you know, what started out as a week-long field trial ended up turning into a 5-day competition. And, like, it brought people from around the world. You know, and the run order this year, March the 19th through the 23rd, Wednesday, March the 19th, they'll have the Puppy Bay up to 12 months of age. If they're over 12 months, forget it. Nope, ain't going to happen. Thursday, March the 20th, they'll have the 1-dog competition. Friday, March the 21st, they'll have the first round of the 2-dog competition. Saturday, March the 22nd, they'll have the 2-dog competition, youth bay, and finals of the 2-dog. And Sunday, March the 23rd, they'll have the church service. And then after church, they have the High Point Bay Off and the best of the best. And I know, Todd, that is your favorite right there.
It is. If you're only gonna get to come down to Uncle Earl's and watch hog baying on one day, that is the day to come, because you have the best dogs throughout the whole competition, no matter what category they were in. The best dogs with the highest scores wind up competing in High Point and best of the best. And that's when you're going to see your top-notch dogs. And I mean, you will see some top-notch dogs.
Oh, yes. I mean, like I said, you know, and this year, March the 18th, we're actually going to have Miss Renee Jackson here live on the show. And she won last year with Bud Light.
Exactly, she did. Great dog, and I mean, it had some amazing runs last year, and a really great run in the best of the best. And having her on the show is going to be a treat for us.
Yep, and they'll be back in full swing this year. You know, she'll be there, so you better watch it, because she's bringing it, and you better bring your best too, because this is what it's about right here, March 19th through the 23rd, Winfield, Louisiana, Uncle Earl's Hog Dog Trial. Bring what I always say: bring your best and leave the rest. You're listening to Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to your archery talk, and we'll be back after this.
On the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show, it's time now for your archery talk.
Welcome to Southern Outdoors Archery Talk. This past weekend, we had the Okaloosa Archery 3D Tournament. 97 shooters came out to sling some arrows, and it was a great day for it. This is how they stacked up. Pee Wee class, Lane Wright with a 152 for first, Jackson Lowry with a 150 for second, and Nathan Wright with a 149 for third. Cubs class, Blake Nunn with a 190 for first, Trace Barnett with a 175 for second, and Zachary Smith with a 175 for third. In the youth class, Corbin McCormick with a 183 for first, Ryan Gordon with a 166 for second, and Todd Leonard with a 165 for third. In the traditional class, David Calloway with a 196 for first, David Taylor with a 184 for second, and Adam Taylor with a 175 for third. Advanced traditional, Tiger Garby with a 197 for first, and Mike Simmons with a 171 for second, and Mike Uchley with a 167 bringing in third. In the women's youth class, Mackenzie Farr with a 191 for first, and Christy Broadway with a 132 for second. Women's bow hunter class, Nikki Hall with a 202 for first, Chelsea Reed with a 187 for second, and Nancy Goudry with a 175 for third. Women's open, Kimberly Gordon with a 157 for first. In the novice class, Justin Zachary with a 176 for first, Logan Reed with a 168 for second, Chris Goudry with a 165 for third. Bowhunter class, Greg Arnold with a 188 for first, Lee McKenzie with a 185 for second, and Luke Albritton with a 182 for third. Bowhunter outlaw class, Michael Mims with a 189 for first, Hunter Alvarez with a 188 for second, and Justin Laborde with a 188 for third. In the open class, Buzz Townsend with a 208 for first, Lincoln Hall with a 202 for second, Dalton Daniel with a 198 for third. Senior open class, Kenny Ambrose with a 208 for first, Cliff Lowe with a 206 for second, and Larry Edwards with a 202 for third. In the pro class, Lathan Shivers with a 202 for first, Anthony Doyle 196 for second, and Jason Daniel with a 192 for third. This coming weekend, Needle 3D Tournament will be at Bastrop Bowhunters in Bastrop, Louisiana, off of Dowd Road. You also have a 2-day event at Red River Bowman on Ratcliffe Road in Shreveport, Louisiana. And this has been your Southern Outdoors Archery Talk.
Now back to the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to your crazy Hogs Gone Wild crew here at Southern Outdoors, because that's all we've got on the brain is hogs.
That's the excitement going on right now.
I know.
Everything's going on around here is about hogs. Everybody's back in the woods after deer season closed. Everybody's back in the woods, got their hog dogs all juiced up and ready to go, and everybody's out in the woods doing some hog hunting. And it's been, like we said earlier, there's been a lot of big hogs taken here recently. Got Uncle Earl's coming up. Then got the Louisiana Swiner's hog roundup coming up in April. So a lot of emphasis on hogs right now.
Yep. And also, that's not all that we have coming up. Guess what else we have coming up in the month of March? March, we have turkey season. Now, turkey season is going to open March the 22nd. That will be the Saturday of Uncle Earl's. So you know what? You might can go do a little turkey hunting that morning and then get on down to Uncle Earl's and spend the day with all the hog people.
That's exactly right. And it opens up March 22nd in all three areas, Area A, B, and C. I don't have the closed dates right here on my hand, but if you tune into the outdoor calendar, it's on the outdoor calendar.
Well, see, he just hooked everybody up, got all the turkey dates, all the seasons and everything. And don't forget, we always talk about safety and talk about getting ready. And a phone call to the Wildlife Department of Louisiana at 225-765-2800. They can give you more information about turkey season, maybe some rules and regulations that may have changed, and the specific dates. Or you can just listen to us here at Southern Outdoors, because we're going to get that information to you.
We try to keep up with all the new changes in the wildlife regulations and get them out to you as soon as we know about them. But if you're in a hurry and it's not Tuesday night, you can call that number and they can help you out, or you can check with your hunting regulations pamphlet.
Mm-hmm. And also, this is a time to be out scouting, looking for your tracks and your feathers, and maybe even take an early morning trip. You might catch old Gobbler, out there getting ready to do his little spring ritual and all the things that he does. And right now, you don't even have to go look for the turkeys, because all you have to do is drive down the highway and see them everywhere.
Especially in the area where we live, because we've actually had that quite a few times. Have to actually stop the truck right in the middle of the road to let the
Turkeys cross.
Parade of turkeys cross the road in front of us. And if you turkey hunters out there, if you want to know the area of that, you can, and you know my phone number, you can text me or call me, and I'll tell you exactly where they've been crossing the road at. We see them regularly.
Okay, yeah, that's funny. It's gonna be like the what do you call it? A turkey hunt, the turkey hunt, like Easter egg hunt. You'd be like, oh, they're down here. No, they're down here. No, they're over here. No, they're down here. Just get them to push them all your direction.
Well, see, Ben's, I've actually never done any turkey hunting. I've often wanted to, and I told myself I was gonna get to do a little bit more this year. But there's been so much going on with the radio show and my regular job that I actually hadn't got the opportunity to start preparing for it. But so if you do want to know some information about where we've been seeing some turkeys at, and you call me, I'll gladly hand over that information in trade for a turkey hunt. You get to take me turkey hunting and show me how to do the turkey hunting. I've never called a turkey. I've never actually sat in the woods and turkey hunting. Now I've seen it on the hunting shows and all that, but looks to be real exciting. Trick is, I want to shoot it with a bow. Really don't care about shooting a turkey with a gun. I would rather shoot it with a bow. That would be awesome to me.
And like last year, we had a show dedicated to turkey hunting last year, and we will be doing this again this year. We will have a show dedicated to turkey hunting to all you turkey lovers out there. We'll have a show for y'all, talking about turkey safety and people's turkey stories, and also send us the pictures of your turkeys that you've killed. Send them to us to Southern Outdoors Radio on our Facebook page, or Southern Outdoors Radio at yahoo.com. And also, this is the time to pull your decoys out. Make sure they're still working. Make sure your backpacks are ready. Make sure your calls are ready. Are you using the same gun that you used last year? If not, get out there and shoot it. See how it's working. Clean up your old gun. Make sure it's ready to go. Practice the safety and get ready to go take some turkeys. But you're listening to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to your Brown Landings Bible verse, and we'll be back after this.
Well, the good book says it, so I know it's true. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You better watch where you go and remember where you've been. That's the way I see it. I'm a simple man.
This is the Mountain Man Bible Verse, brought to you by Brown's Landing on the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show.
Brown's Landing on Caney Lake serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mondays, it's Shrimp Po' Boys. Tuesdays and Fridays, 3-piece fish. Thursday night, 6-piece fried shrimp. Friday night, 4-piece fried fish. Saturday night, ribeye steak night. Brown's Landing has fuel for your boat, tackle, live bait, 50-amp RV spots, and boat launch. Check them out at facebook.com/Brown's Landing. Open 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Hey, y'all, Mountain Man here. Listen up, y'all. Today's Bible verse comes from Matthew, chapter 6, verses 33 and 34. Goes like this here. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day in its own trouble. Well, when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is I pray to the Almighty just to show me what to do. Ask Him, give me His guidance on how to deal with that day. And by doing this, I've noticed things just kind of fall into place on their own. Start worrying about tomorrow, next week. It hasn't even come yet. Just pray sincerely for the Lord to guide you through that day. And it'll make it a lot easier on you. He'll show you the way. Just ask and you will receive that. And that comes from Matthew chapter 6, verse 33 and 34.
Let's get back to more on the outdoors way of life with the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5.
And welcome back. I'm Brandy with Southern Outdoors, and we have the birthday boy over there. He is running the board and being the talent, and he's doing it all on his birthday over there.
I don't know about doing it all, but I'm doing all I can.
I guess that's the new motto. He said he feels like he's getting old. I said, you ain't that old.
No, I just was a text message come in from my niece telling me a happy birthday, and I told her thanks a lot. That I was starting to feel a little old. She told me that no, I can't be getting old because I'm young at heart.
Well, that's always a good thing. But to get back to hunting and fishing and chasing hogs and all the crazy things that we do and that we love to do, and we've always said this, it's not just hunting, it's a way of life. This is a way of life for a lot of people out there, and some people who don't have the chance to go out and experience the outdoors or the desire don't take time to realize that for a bunch of us country folks, that going out and hunting, whether it be hog hunting or deer hunting, squirrel hunting, fishing, frog gigging, whatever it may be, is our way of life. This is what we do. This is how we feed our families. It has been our way of life for so long, and we always want to pass that down to the next generation, because we as hunters, if we don't pass that down to the next generation, it is eventually going to weed itself out, and it's going to be trying to have a stop put to it. So we need to stand by our rights. We need to take the younger generations out. We need to be out there hog hunting, fishing, turkey hunting. Take them out. Let them love it. Give them something to do, and to build them memories and experience that will last a lifetime.
That's exactly right. Anytime you can take a child hunting or fishing and get them more involved with the outdoors, get them spending less time in front of the computers and the iPads and the video games and all that stuff, it's always a good thing. Not saying that playing a video game every now and then is not perfectly fine, because it is. Not saying that getting on the computer and doing some web searching or whatever it is you need to do for your homework, your schoolwork and things is not good, but too much of anything is bad, and too much of that is bad. Too much of the outdoors is never bad.
That is true. That's what I was fixing to say when you said too much of anything. You cannot get enough of the outdoors, because it's survival of the fittest. And let's just say it. Country boys and girls can survive. We will prevail. We will survive. That's just the way it is.
That's exactly right. No matter what happens. And like Brenda said, it is our way of life. Just like many of you out there, of our fans and our listeners, it's y'all's way of life too. It's where you was born, you was raised, hunting and fishing and being in the outdoors, and the thought of not having that opportunity is almost slap depressing. But
unbearable.
If we don't do our part to keep our rights to hunt, bear arms, we don't fight and join in that fight and help keep that, then what's going to happen is we are going to be sitting on the couch depressed, because it will go away.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly right. And, talking about hunting and everything, go out and support these events. Support Uncle Earl's. Go out to Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors 2nd Annual Wild Boar Roundup. That's April the 9th through the 12th, 2014 in Natchitoches, Louisiana at the fairgrounds. That's when the weigh-in is. The weigh-in's going to be that Saturday. Not only is that the weigh-in, that's when Cody Cook will be there playing, so you definitely need to go out and see him. They'll have 1,000 pounds of crawfish. They'll have hog dog vendors, kids games. They'll have so much going on out there. Now, the tickets to see Cody Cook, I believe, are $15. But if you want more information, or if you actually want to join the team and go out and participate in this event, you can contact Shelby Thomas at 423-4569, or check them out at Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors on Facebook. That's Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors on Facebook. Or you can shoot them an email at louisianaswiners@yahoo.com.
And I can guarantee you this 3-day competition, Wednesday, starting the 9th through the 12th, this 3-day competition is a hog roundup of a stringer of the best, the heaviest 10 hogs that you can bring. I guarantee you're going to have some of the best hog hunters in North Louisiana throwing their dogs in the woods and getting involved with this.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, we have Uncle Earl's hog baying. which is in a pen. That is in March. And then you turn around in April and have the Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors second annual Wild Boar Roundup, which is a hog tournament that actually goes on in the woods. So that's 2 events, if you're a hog hunter, that you don't want to miss. Whether you're worth the Bay Pen or whether you're out there in the woods. You don't want to miss either one of these events. So you just go ahead and put in your vacation time. Like I said, tell the boss you ain't coming in, or tell the boss that you finna take him out to these events and you gonna show him what hogging is all about.
Yeah, you got about three weeks there between Uncle Earl's and the Louisiana Swiner's hog roundup that is totally committed to the hog hunter and the hog bear. So that's 3 weeks of nothing but hogging.
Exactly. And that's April the 9th through the 12th. The weigh-in will be in Natchitoches, Louisiana at the fairgrounds with Cody Cook playing live there. And for more information, you can contact Shelby Thomas at 423-4569 or on Facebook at Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors, or you can email them at louisianaswiners@yahoo.com.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be a great event. Looking forward to the event that weekend. Looking forward to actually getting out and doing some hog hunting. I hadn't got the opportunity quite yet. Been real busy the last few weeks, but a couple of my friends that also have dogs, we getting ready to get fired up and get going on it.
Oh, and talking about the Louisiana Swiner's Outdoors second annual roundup in Natchitoches, I just got a text from Shelby himself, and he said, remember, March the 11th, the month-long Big Tusk Division starts. That's March the 11th. And there will be a $2,300 hog dog gear has been donated. That's $2,300 worth of hog dog gear has been donated. So come on now, seriously, where else do you want to be? I'm going to say that date another time. It's April the 9th through the 12th, Louisiana Swiner's Outdoor second annual Wild Boar Roundup. So that's where you want to be on that. So mark that on your calendar and go to Louisiana Swiner's Outdoor on Facebook for more information.
So the big tusk category of this event actually starts on March 11th.
And it's a month-long Big Tusk Division.
Oh, that's going to be great, because I know a couple hogs took about 2 or 3 weeks ago that it'd been nice if they could have held off on them hogs still.
I know. I believe it was Philip Taylor. You can go to our Southern Outdoors Radio Facebook page and check out his hogs on there. I mean, he got some nice ones.
That's exactly right. So all these big hogs has been caught here in the last month. They probably kind of feeling down because they didn't save those hogs to catch during the month of March.
Well, you're listening to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to your B&L Marine outdoor calendar, and we'll be back after this.
Hickson is celebrating March Madness. Hickson has a huge selection of certified and pre-owned BMWs, Fords, cars, trucks, and SUVs of all makes and models. We have great prices, great selection, and multiple finance options. Bring in your tax refund and get the one you want today. Come see us at 1201 Louisville Avenue. Hickson has it.
If you're looking for great prices, great selection, and great service after the sale, come see us at Hickson Ford.
Hickson has it.
Nichols is Louisiana's hunting and fishing headquarters with a wide selection of scopes, guns, feeders, deer attractants, climbers, blinds, and more. You can find Nichols in the Shoppers Village off Highway 167 in Winfield, and they're open Monday through Saturday from 8 to 6 and Sunday from noon to 5.
On the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show, now it's time for the Outdoor Calendar, brought to you by B&L Marine. Ready to hit the water? Need that perfect boat? Well, B&L Marine in Monroe has you covered. Check out the HD16 PFC stick steering panfish crappie boat with 40-horse Yamaha outboard, trolling motor, and depth finder and trailer. Or the H17 PFC high-performance crappie boat with front and rear live wells and 115 Yamaha outboard. And B&L Marine has high-performance bass boats, 17, 18, or 19 foot, loaded to your liking. 5-year warranty on all Yamaha outboards with 2 years extended past the original 3-year warranty. That's B&L Marine. Check them out on Facebook or stop by 110 Old Bastrop Road, Monroe.
Welcome to Southern Outdoors Event Calendar. This weekend, March 8th, you have Bastrop Bowhunters 3D Archery Tournament. Also on March 8th, you have Red River Bowman 3D Archery Tournament. And on the 9th, they're having a field shoot. On March 14th, you have the Whitetails Unlimited Ouachita Parish Chapter Banquet fundraiser for Ouachita Parish 4-H shooting sports. March 14th through the 16th, Centerline Bowbenders 3D Archery Tournament. On March 15th, you have the Hoot and Holler 3D Archery Tournament in Bossier City. On March 16th, you have the Red Shoot Shooting Sports 3D Archery Tournament on Barksdale Air Force Base. On March 22nd, Central Mississippi Archery is having the Mississippi ASA State Qualifier. On March 28th through the 30th, the ASA Hoyt Archery Tuscaloosa Pro-Am Archery Tournament. And remember, turkey season opens in Area A on March 22nd, and Area B also on March 22nd, and Area C on March 22nd. Private land youth and physical challenge hunt will be March 15th and 16th, opening in all three areas. Spring squirrel season will be May 3rd through May 25th. Just remember, spring squirrel season is closed in Kisatchie National Forest and U.S. Army Corps of Engineering properties and some state wildlife management areas. Check your wildlife management area season schedules. And this has been your Southern Outdoors event calendar.
On the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show, it's time now for the recipe of the week, brought to you by Z's Secret Sausage Sauce.
All right, folks, it's here. Football season, hunting season, and yes, grilling season. For grilling season, get the world's only sausage sauce. And it's bottled in West Monroe. The well-kept secret your neighbors have been hiding. What is it? It's Z's Secret Sausage Sauce. Created specially for smoked sausage. Available just about everywhere. So when you fire up the grill, get your Z's on. And thanks for supporting local companies. From the makers of Z's Secret Sausage Sauce.
On your Southern Outdoors recipe of the week this week, we have Alyssa's Bean Burritos. Heat refried beans with Z's Secret Sausage Sauce and add it to taste. While sauteing onions and a bit of olive oil and dried Italian dressing. Use a warm, soft tortilla. Spread beans, add onions and grated cheese. Wrap and place in a casserole dish that has been preheated with Z's on the bottom. Top with Z's, add jalapenos and extra cheese. Heat in the oven, and wow! This is recommended with salad and Texas-style bread. This has been your Southern Outdoors recipe of the week.
Now, back to the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to Southern Outdoors. I'm your host, Brandy Watson, along with Todd Causey.
How y'all doing?
And we want to thank all of our listeners out there. We also got Brandon from Louisiana Bayou Crappie Association. Assassins. I'm sorry. I keep saying associations. I do that all the time. He picks on me about it. Assassins. He's listening from Gars Mill, Louisiana. We also got listeners in Grant Parish. We got listeners in Oregon. We've even got some listeners over there in Texas, Florida, all over the world. We want to thank all of our listeners out there from listening to us. And if you can hear me, be at Uncle Earl's March the 19th through the 23rd. That's where you need to be.
I think it's clear where she wants y'all to be because she's told y'all about 5 times today. All right, so if you're not there, it's on you.
That's where we're going to be. I mean, you got the best of the best in the world at a hog band competition, the best food in the world. You have us at Southern Outdoors and Z107. What? Is it a question of where else you would want to be? Is that really a question? Seriously?
No, not really, because that's where I'm going to be.
Okay. I mean, there's not a question about this. So we've got Uncle Earl's coming up March 19th through the 23rd. We got the Louisiana Swiner's Outdoor 2nd Annual Wild Boar coming up April the 9th through the 12th with a weigh-in on the 12th. That's Saturday where Cody Cook will be playing live. We've got turkey season opening March the 22nd.
March 22nd.
So you got all that going on. We also got people out there catching some big bass. Kevin Evans and Tommy Watson won the Weyerhaeuser tournament on Black Lake this past weekend with 16-11 as a stringer, and Tommy Watson had the big bass, so it's 6-10. Yes, and we also have Lawson Boyett, the 12-year-old that caught the 114-pound catfish that broke the Louisiana record. So there's a lot going on. There's no reason you should be sitting on the couch playing video games. Get out there and enjoy it. Enjoy the great outdoors.
That's right. Get in the outdoors. I know here lately I haven't had as much of an opportunity to get out there. Actually went and started I had one last bow stand still up in the woods, and I went and took it down Sunday. It was Sunday after church. Yeah, Sunday after church. And got out there, and of course, I had to climb up in it and sit down and look around a little bit. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, why do I want to take it down right now? Why can't I come out here and still do some deer hunting? But deer season's closed, so I had to take it down. Got home, had my camera been out too, looked at my pictures, and what did I see? Nothing but deer moving all through the day, didn't have any deer movement at night. All the deer movement was during the day. And
that's about your luck.
And I was, the last week of hunting season, I was unable to hunt. Luckily, on my camera, the deer didn't start moving in that area until February the 2nd. Was actually a few days after bow season closed. So I didn't feel quite as bad that they were there and I wasn't, but had a lot of deer movement, so I'm excited about that spot. It was a new spot I just picked out this year, so I'm excited about that spot again for next bow season coming up in October. Bow season is my passion. I know we've said that multiple times on the show. That's what I love to do the most. But right now, it's fishing time, hog hunting time, and turkey hunting time.
And you also have 3D archery to throw in there on top of it.
Yep, 3D archery. I love to shoot some 3D archery. Still hadn't been able to get out there and get some 3D archery shooting done, but hey, I enjoy it.
Yep, and we want to thank again all of our listeners out there. We want to thank Hickson Autoplex on Louisville Avenue, Naomi's Pawn and Gun. He has everything from diamonds to double barrels. You want a bow, you want a new rod and reel, something like that, go over there and see Sonny and Angie at Naomi's Pawn and Gun. I'm sure they've got it for you. Z's Secret Sausage Sauce, Brown's Landing on Caney Lake. Like I said, fishing's starting to pick up. You can go to Brown's Landing, get you a hot plate lunch, drive your boat right up, gas it up. They even have places to put RVs. So you have all sorts of things over there. They sure do.
Brown's Landing is a very, very nice store right there on the water. You can pull your boat up and get fueled up right there on the water. After you get your boat fueled up, you can run right in there, get you a good hot meal, eat some lunch, get you some cold drinks, and get back on the water and get back to fishing.
Yeah, they have live bait, artificial bait, anything you need, they've got it. So, that's a good place. It's right there on beautiful Caney Lake. It's not too far from my house, and they have some really good food. So.
I can guarantee the food's good. Try the fish sandwich. That's what I like the most.
That's good. Also, we want to thank B&L Marine in Monroe, Louisiana. You need a new boat? Need a new part for your old boat that broke? Go over there and see them at B&L Marine. They have everything. Okay, maybe you're not into much fishing, but you like to ski and jet ski and tube and all that. They have all that stuff over there. Go over there and see them at B&L Marine before you get ready to hit the water this summer. So, we have, and Good Things, my favorite store, Good Things in West Monroe. That's 3001 Cypress Street. And when I say they have all good things, I'm not joking. They have all good things. And it's for that, you're hunting for that hard to find item like me. I'm not the typical girly girl. I don't like the whole flowery, foo-foo stuff. I like the deer antlers and the rustic stuff. They have it. And trust me, I've hunted for that everywhere. My house is done in deer antlers. Everything from my cabinet knobs to my light switches to everything. They've got it. They've got hunting decor, western decor, rustic decor. They have all things. They even have dresses and purses if you're interested in something like that. They have everything. And if they don't have it, I can guarantee you they can find it for you.
It's a very. I went in there, actually did some Christmas shopping for Brandy, and I'm not a big shopper, but I enjoyed shopping in that store.
Yeah, they have a lot of nice stuff. They have stuff for guys and gals and kids and everything else. So you need to go over there and check them out at Good Things at 3001 Cypress Street in West Monroe. And if you have any suggestions or if there's anything that you would like to hear on our show, you can email us at southernoutdoorsradio@yahoo.com, or you can check us out on Facebook at Southern Outdoors Radio.
Most definitely can. And while we're talking about that, I know for me it's happened in the past where we get to discussing a certain issue and over the guys at the camp or whatever, arguing over who's right and who's wrong. If you got anything you want to know or a question you want answered that you can't find the information for, give us a shout. and we'll be sure to find that information out for you and let you know it on the air.
And we would like to thank all of our listeners out there tonight, the ones in Oregon, the ones in Florida, Canada to Costa Rica, from Georgia to Georgetown, Grant Parish, Wynn Parish. We want to thank all of our listeners from right there in Garrs Mill back home. I'm Brandy Watson. Remember, it's not just hunting.
It's a way of life.
Listen every Tuesday at 6 p.m. for the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show with Brandy Watson and Todd Causey. Check out the website for southernoutdoorsradio.com. Come on back next week at 6 p.m. for Hickson Ford's Southern Outdoors on Big Z Country, Z107.5.
Motorboating.